Hey everybody, welcome to the Nightly Vid. It's going to be relatively short tonight because we have the Fed tomorrow. That being said, starting with the futures, you're going to see we close as a shooter on the day. So if the Fed comes out and starts speaking, we see that in force, or it's in force tomorrow morning, we'd like to know about that as it would give us some magnitude. And you can see if we look at the futures, right? We have been rallying since this inside day. So 2-1-2 reversal, buy, 2-1-2 continuation, buy, all the way up. So eventually they're going to have to take some profit. So we definitely want to know if that starts occurring. Now, at this point, the week is still green. The month is still very green. So if it's not enforced to the downside, it's either going 3 to the upside or we're going to take out yesterday's highs. However, we'll have to see that intraday. If we look at the Dow Jones, it's a little bit weaker. We saw that with the IBM today. And those are the two we mentioned. If you're going to be short prior to the Fed, that's where we want it to be. So when we look at the IBM, you'll see similarly it was a little weaker, but again, just like inside weak. So unlike the SPY and Qs, which are 2 up, this is inside. So a lot of stuff to be had, but not quite yet, right? Just a lot of chopping in there. If we go to the Qs, it's going to be 2 up in red. So really, it's just a matter of, do we take yesterday's highs or lows? And, what does the Fed do tomorrow? So let's take a look at our setups. And I do want to give you guys an update. For the strat algo, we have added this into the scanner. This will be live for tomorrow. You guys got alerts today or emails today saying that it was live today. However, we did have a bug getting that out. Some people got it today, some did not. Tomorrow that should be fixed. And you can see if you just click on it, it's going to be 100% real time. You got the signals, you have the current price, or I believe that was the price it was triggered. I'll have to double check. And then the year, quarter, month, week, as far as what conditions you have. So if we just go to today, you're going to see we had XOP, XLU, and XLE. So what do we do there? XOP, 2-2 on a Tuesday, boom, nice buy you got there. You'll see how that occurred right around 130.59, and that was exactly the entry price. If we get an XLU, you're gonna see the 2-2 on a Tuesday, boom. Why did that work? 2 going 3 a week on a Tuesday. Did we talk about this on our Saturday stream? We did, so make sure you go watch that if you did not see it. And then energies, XLE. The 2-2 on a Tuesday, 2-2-2, boom, up they go. So some pretty good trading in there, but outside of that, we didn't see too much today. As far as inside days are concerned, we're going to have about 146 names. We will see Tesla's in there. Inside day Tesla, I want to know about that. Long green bars. And we're going to have a short list today, so I will type it out quickly. So we got Tesla in there. We'll have Adobe. Double inside 311. And if Adobe breaks down, it could trigger the week. If it breaks up, it would have full time frame continuity, however, not really going anywhere. We will see IBM inside day. We also do have some TikTok news I forgot to mention. I believe that's coming out tonight or tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on that. But IBM will be an inside day. Discretionaries, XLY with Tesla will be inside day. Let's see, FedEx. Chopping them up, FedEx. No, thank you. Expedia did go to the all-time highs, exhaustion risk, so maybe they bring them back in. And XPI and the chips. Chopping them up. Palantir in here inside day. Long green bars on the month, however, still inside. Keep an eye on that. AMD inside day. MU inside day. So you definitely got some chips in there. AMD, MU, and XPI. We got Palantir in the tech. A lot of tech stuff. And at the top of the list, I forgot to go over it, but cyber. Inside day up at all-time highs. It's been going. Full time frame continuity, and then SNPS. These are just normally a little bit more illiquid, so normally I don't trade them. Ooh, Roblox Pivot Machine Gun. I really like that one. If we have a bearish reaction tomorrow, oh yeah. And it'd be any time below this low right here, 135.25. Pivot Machine Gun, all these guys potentially. We're gonna see communications went inside today, which is like your Google, which is flat. Apple did tick up, come back. Charter, nah, nothing. There's not too much to talk about in there. Let's see, we'll have Target. Still a month in force to the downside, still red on the week. However, they are in 2 recent lows. CCJ inside day and the uraniums. I'm interested in that as well. You see CCJ, pretty high volatility, something we like to know about. So URA looks a little similar, but it's 2 up. Little similar, my bad. All right, that covers most of your inside days, and that's really all I want to be looking at tomorrow because we're going to have the Fed. And it's hard, the Fed's really quick, so you have to pick a few names to look at. Normally we pick high volume names like Tesla, right? Like the semis, AMD, Palantir, Roblox. We'll keep an eye on those names going into tomorrow. So I'll put some stars next to those if you want some focus during the Fed. And it also, with the Fed talking, you also get financials, which tend to move. So before I forget, you'll see XLF, the 3-2 down hammer day. That's closer to the reversal. Goldman Sachs would be closer to the reversal. Bank of America would be closer to reversal. So go to Wells Fargo. Yeah, closer to the reversal, which could trigger the week back up. Still an inside month, but could negate that inside month into full time frame continuity real quick tomorrow, right at the open, or with the Fed. And it also can tell you, look at things like Affirm, should be RevStrat Hammer. And that looks to be about it. So this is what we got for you tonight. A lot of it, again, is just going to have to do with the Fed. So here's your Tuesday night nightly vid. Adios, everyone. I'll see you guys bright and early at Straddlers.ai. And we'll see you guys in the afternoon for the Fed. Adios.